Well, Jackie, thanks for taking time out to do the Art of Fearlessly Doing Business interview. I'm going to give you a second to introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your business.
All right, so I'm Jackie Wszalek, and I'm the owner of Splash Printing and Marketing, a full-service print shop along with marketing strategies.
And tell me, why did you get into your business?
You know, it's always those roads that take us someplace that we least expect. And I was in the printing business for the construction industry for a long time. Worked for my brother who had a small family shop, and that business obviously went away as we saw home building go away. And so I had to find another way. And at 57 years old, I was not very employable, nor did I even want to work for anyone else. So this opportunity came up and decided to take it.
So what was the first big fear that you had to overcome to get started?
Oh, good grief. The first big fear, obviously we all need money to get started, and we want to have enough capital so that we can be sustainable. It's horrible to have to worry about money on a regular basis as a small business owner. I had employees, so those are always that fearful. I'm taking on not only my own life, but a few other people's lives in that process. So it was always that fear of making sure we had enough money for payroll, making sure that we were sustainable, because it is, that's why I'm here, to be sustainable.
Good point. So what was the first, once you got started, what was the first big bump in the road, and how did you overcome it?
So, can we count economy? Can we count, you know, I'm an optimistic person, so who knew that it would get as bad as it did? Employees that came with the business when I bought it that were non-productive, a health scare. So there were sort of all kinds of things that happened in that first year. And it really was, all right, breathe through this one and figure this one out, because, boy, a lot of self-doubt whether I did the right thing at the right time.
And what is your biggest fear right now, and how are you plowing through that fear?
Biggest fear. You know, it still is the sustainability of a business. I want this business to be a place where people want to work, number one, a place where people want to do business with us, number two, and a place that lives on beyond my small part in growing it and making it sustainable.
And so what can you tell others about the biggest lesson that you've learned about being fearless?
That it gets easier each time you make a decision. It's almost like those muscles of training and working out physically. It's the same thing. So the first time you make a decision and you fret about all of those things. The next time you make a decision and you fret about just a few things. And then the next time, you're strong enough to make that decision, and whatever happens, whatever the outcome, you know that you've made a decision, you took a risk, and you can correct course when you need to. A big so what, as we talked about. So you make the decision and carry on. So that's probably the biggest piece for anyone to know, that it's not 100% perfect. It's never going to be 100% perfect. And for us who suffer from perfectionism, that's the biggest challenge for me. Sometimes it is good enough. You don't have all the information. You can't make the perfect decision. You make the best decision given what you have at the time.
And then so what?
And so what? We'll live.
Well, Jackie, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to seeing you at the Art of Fearlessly Doing Business show on December 18th at the 9 Gallery.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.